how's it feel to get that one? You had a 3-game losing streak, just to get with everything that's going on with no Isaiah, with all, so many guys out, to get this today.
First things first, shout out Jaden Schertz for scoring his first career bucket, man. That's awesome.
Big time bucket.
Yeah, he kills us in practice, so that was awesome to see, translate to the game. Shout out that big 3-pointer, made the kid fall. I don't know what the kid was doing on the ground, but it was awesome. Step back 3, but shout out to him. But it definitely feels good to, be back in the win column. We got a lot of stuff we got to clean up, coming off a break, obviously conference play is starting. It's going to be, as Shirt says, an 18-game gauntlet. Every team from top to bottom of the league is, really, really good. And, if you're not bringing your A game, in every game, you're going to get beaten. So, we got to kind of, take this and continue to build, get back to practice and get ready for this game at Fordham.
Max, you got 16 minutes tonight, and what was that first half like with 5 block shots?
I haven't really played much yet, but being out there with the guys, I think they still trust me. We practice every day. I think they trust me when they know they get beat, that there's a big guy behind them that's able to block shots. So it's, trust of teammates, that they know I have their back. So shout out to them too, because they help me a lot, Freshman, Robbie talks to me, everybody talks to me. So, it's just part of trust of teammates, trust of coaches, and I feel like it was a good way for me to impact the game.
Do your blocks generally come in the flow of the game? Do you hunt blocks a little bit? Knowing that you can help down on some drives and things like that?
Yeah, for sure. It's mostly other people that might have they slightly turned their hips, so there's a line for me coming off the help side that I just kind of time it where the ball will come, and it's a big part for the teammates not to fall, so they know I'm behind them, and I can get the block clean, so they won't foul. They'll be ready for the rebound. It's in the flow of the game, so everything is if some smaller guy gets posted up, they'll know I'm behind them, and the transition one.
That was awesome.
It was just a matter of timing it.
You had some mismatches out there too, where you were guarding some substantially smaller players.
I feel like we call it switch 14, 55, that we'll switch maybe through four guards, or I'm a bigger guy, but bigger guard I'll say, or maybe 55 sometimes. That's how I feel like I can, change the way of the defense sometimes. I'll try to stay on my feet, don't jump. I know I jumped one time, foul the kid, but I'll try to stay down, and then, create mismatches, because then they might have to throw it in. I can play from a little bit farther behind, have my hands up. It's a different way of showing a different defense.
So, Robbie, from your perspective, having a guy who can really defend the rim like that, how much can that potentially help the defense? Because besides his block shots, it seemed pretty apparent that he was, making some guys think about shooting and then not shooting and altering some shots.
Yeah, no, it's big for us. Obviously, we want to become a better on-ball team. Being able to keep guys out the paint, being able to, force guys to take, mid-range contested shots. But, you're not going to be perfect in every game. And so when you got a guy, when, you get beat or you make a mistake, and you got a guy like Max down there to be able to clean up your mistake and, really help us out, and, like I said, block shots or even deter shots, make guys, kick it out to, continue to play offense. It's awesome. And, like you said, he's able to guard 1 through 5. Obviously he's, 7 feet tall, but he can guard, the little guards that he was guarding today just because of the length he has, and so, having a guy like Max is going to, help our defense tremendously.
Max, this is a good game for you, just confidence-wise, as the season progresses?
For sure, it's a great game to get a little feel. We haven't played lots of reps with the main guys like Robbie, Gibb, so I feel like that's a good way to get into A10 play, find my way with those guys, offensively, defensively, trying to help them out and see what I can do.
Robbie, what do you know about the A10? What's your knowledge of the teams or the styles or anything at this point? Or is it to be learned?
Nah, there's definitely some stuff I'm gonna learn as the way, being, you learn a lot, in firsthand experiences. But I know, like I mentioned, this league is, tough from top to bottom. All the teams, are really, really good, really competitive. It's a super physical league. Everybody, has their bigs. Guys are bigger than, what I played at the MVC. And so it's gonna be exciting. There's a lot of good teams this year. Some top 50 teams in the country right now. And so I'm just looking forward to be able to go out and compete against all these teams, hopefully, come out on top on, most of those games and, just have a lot of fun this year in A10.
The non-conference season kind of supposed to get you ready for the conference season, but with everything that's gone on with this team this year, do you have any idea how good this team is?
Yeah, obviously it's been hard with, the injuries and stuff like that. But, we've had stretches where we've had everybody and, we've had, our main pieces and, we looked good. Obviously we had our stretches in between games, during the non-conference season where we're making runs. But, we haven't been able to sustain it, throughout a full game or, when somebody goes out or, stuff like that happens. And so, it's a next man up mentality. We're going to play with the guys that we got, and we feel like the guys that are available are enough to win, an A10 championship. And so we're going to continue to, go at it with, if we got 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, if we get the whole team together, that's awesome. But with whoever's, available to play, I think everybody has the same mentality to, go ahead and win a championship.
How was it out there without Isaiah tonight?
He's not the best cheerleader. He's not the most vocal one on the bench. But it's definitely a lot more fun when he's on the court. But he's going to go ahead and do what he needs to do to get healthy. I trust in him. He trusts in himself. We got a great staff that's taking care of him. And when he comes back, he'll make it known.
Are you feeling okay? You were out sick.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling great. I had a little bit of a sniffle, a little cough, but no, I'm feeling good. I'm felt good to get out there again and get a win. Basketball cures me, so it'll be all right.
I just noticed you had 4 steals tonight.
I was out there like Pat Beverly, sitting there, ripping Drew Holiday. I was sitting there. Yeah, it's awesome. I was looking at it too. I didn't say it, but I peeped it. I was like, oh snap, 4 steals. That's awesome. But yeah, no, just doing whatever I need to do.
Max, how was Christmas for you? Were you obviously away from your family, a long way from home?
My mom, dad, and sister actually flew in, so had a great time. Small break, but good to see family again. Saw my grandparents, so it's away from home, but still at home.
Are they still here?
They're still here. My dad actually saw me play for the first time in a while. My mom was here in November, so she seen me play. But dad and sister being around is great.
What's your dad's name?
Marco.
Marco
Pikaar.
Yeah, that's right.
Marco
And your mom's
Pikaar.
name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia?
That's right.
All right.
Locked down.
School record for block shots is 8.
Oh, you'll get that easy. That was just a warm up.
At halftime, you were kind of,
Yeah, I
like
felt.
might be
Yeah,
close.
5. Yeah,
I didn't really get the opportunity second half to block way
They
more
got scared.
shots, so
They got scared. That's why.
I'll try to get it.
Anything else for players?
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Sir, thank you guys.